Buongiorno. It's the last day of April in 2021, and I'm in this amazing location in Florence. I love this place. I come here at least once a week, usually more often than that. Right now there's a display in this piazza, and by the way, there's the statue of David by Michelangelo. And I'm showing you now this installation. It's temporary, but it's, if you could see it from like a bird's eye view, it's the lily or the gili, the symbol of Florence. It's very pretty. And now we are going to walk down and go to the Rose Garden. So there we have the city of Florence. Ah, there's another gili in the, in the grass. Let's see if I can, yeah, see the gili. And there's this beautiful city. Having a hard time holding this. There's the gili that I was showing you before. So Florence is starting to come alive again. We are, as 4 days ago, we joined the rest of Tuscany in what's called the yellow zone, which means we can leave our houses and go around the city, but we still can't go out of our city unless we have proof that we've been vaccinated, which is a joke, or we can prove that we had a COVID test like yesterday and don't have COVID. Anyhow, I'm going to walk down these stairs and take you to the Rose Garden. There's a pretty little cafe here at the bottom of the Piazzale Michelangelo, and this is the first time I've seen it open for business. We can't eat inside a restaurant, but we can now eat outside. And that's a huge step in the right direction. And here's the little gili I was telling you about. It's a lily, the shape of Florence. So I'm coming around the corner. Up there is the Piazzale Michelangelo. Here's a little bit of traffic. And there's this really handy little gate that takes you into the Florence's Rose Garden. So let's go in. First thing you see blooming is rosemary. And sure enough, there are some roses blooming. This is one of the few. Well, there's one. This red shrub kind of rose. Here we are, the Rose Garden. I've talked about this before, but I love these acanthus leaves. It's a perennial that grows in Greece and Italy, and ancient Greek and Roman architects used this leaf as the design for capitals when they were building their monumental temples and so on. Ah, look at that. They have a rose climbing up that light pole. How pretty. More rose bushes up there. We're coming down to this arbor. Unfortunately, it has a lot of this ugly orange tape on it. But let's see if I can't get a shot with just the roses. Oops, that's not gonna work. Oh, wisteria, my favorite. Some people have asked me the name of this statue, and here's the label. It's called Mediterranee by Jean-Michel Florence. It's interesting that they have a French sculptor's work in the Rose Garden. I would think they would have an Italian, but what do I know? There are so many plants that I just love that you don't see often in Italy, and I still don't understand why. And peony is one of them. Here's a big peony shrub. Looks like I've missed most of the blooms. There's just one bloom that I see being invaded by a bee. If that's what it's here for. Such a beautiful place. I'm at the top of the rose garden, and look at this rose arbor. I should show you how they're planted. White roses. Yellow roses. White and yellow together. Ah, look at the pink ones. This is a very long arbor. Now it's going to turn white at the end again. Look at all these blooms. Ah, there's the pink bush. I love the pink ones the most. Oh, that bush has got some ramblers that are pink and some that are white. There's the city. Not bad. We have had nothing but rain for a week. Everything's really, really wet, and today it's hot and humid. So things are gonna burst out, I'm sure. Here's the other peony that I spotted. Still not blooming, but close. Probably this weekend. More irises, marguerite daisies. I should know this. Is it Jupiter's beard, this plant? I think so. I can't remember for sure. And look, there's some poppies. It's another thing I don't see here very often. The vinca is blooming. Look at this pink rose, this pink climber climbing up this stone wall. I mean, really, does it get any better? This is all part of the rose garden. Pretty perfect. So now we're exiting the garden. Into the streets of Florence.